friends. Welcome to the Everyday English with Alex and Ava podcast, where we learn simple, slow, and clear English for everyday life. Before we dive in, Ava, why do you think practicing English through daily routines is so effective for learners?
Great question, Alex. Using daily routines links language to real-life actions, which research shows helps new words stick in your memory. It's like learning to swim by getting in the water, not just reading about it.
So instead of memorizing vocabulary lists, connecting words to activities like brushing teeth, or making coffee creates stronger mental associations?
Exactly. Plus, repetition in context builds confidence. A 2019 study found that learners who practice language during routines spoke 30% more fluently after just 2 weeks than those who used flashcards.
Let's kick things off with the morning. Ava, what are some important verbs and phrases everyone should know for this part of the day?
To start, wake up, turn off the alarm, stretch, and sit up in bed are all foundational actions. These may seem simple, but they're used every single morning by millions worldwide.
And when it comes to getting ready, what phrases help learners describe their routine from the moment they leave bed?
Good point. Go to the bathroom, brush my teeth, wash my face, and take a shower are essential. These actions form a predictable pattern, making them perfect for practice.
Some listeners might wonder, is it helpful to practice these sentences alone, or do you need a partner?
Practicing alone can be just as powerful. By saying, I usually wake up at 7 a.m. out loud, you engage your brain differently than silent reading. Think of it like rehearsing lines for a play. You build muscle memory for speaking.
That's a smart analogy. And isn't it true that even recording yourself can help catch pronunciation mistakes?
Absolutely. Listening to your own voice can reveal errors you might not notice otherwise. A 2021 survey showed 82% of language learners improve pronunciation by self-recording and reviewing their speech.
Breakfast is a popular topic worldwide, but eating habits vary. How can learners use breakfast vocabulary to personalize their English practice?
Breakfast is perfect for this. Using patterns like, I usually eat toast and eggs, learners can substitute their real foods. For example, I usually eat rice and vegetables this way. Sentences feel meaningful and not just memorized.
So, would you say describing your own meals not only practices language, but also helps learners share about their culture?
Exactly. Food is a universal topic that sparks conversation. Plus, swapping out ingredients encourages creativity and deeper recall.
Let's move to the afternoon. What are some common actions people do after breakfast that listeners can practice describing?
Most people either head to work or school. Useful phrases include go to work, take the bus, work on my computer, send emails, and join meetings. For students, study English, go to class, and do my homework are key.
It sounds like these phrases are practical for both everyday conversation and professional settings. Would you agree?
Definitely. Mastering these lets learners communicate about their daily responsibilities, great for small talk or making friends at work or school.
Lunch is another opportunity for language practice. How can listeners use sentence patterns creatively to talk about their meals?
By using the structure I eat for lunch, learners fill in foods that fit their real habits. For instance, I eat chicken and salad, or I eat noodles and vegetables. This makes practice more engaging and relevant.
Does this approach also help with motivation since learners talk about things they enjoy?
Absolutely. Personalizing sentences boosts interest and memorability. It's like writing your own script instead of memorizing someone else's lines.
Now we're getting into evening routines. What vocabulary should learners focus on to describe coming home and relaxing?
Key verbs include get home, take off my shoes, sit on the couch, rest, and cook dinner. For example, I cook pasta or I make soup. Adding these details paints a clear picture of your evening.
And after dinner, what follow-up phrases expand this routine?
You can say clean the kitchen, wash the dishes, watch TV, read a book, and get ready for bed. This sequence covers most evening activities in simple, useful English.
Reviewing is crucial. Ava, why does repeating key verbs out loud help solidify them in memory?
Repeating aloud creates auditory and muscle memory links. According to cognitive science, saying words multiple times strengthens neural pathways like carving a path in the forest. It's why athletes practice basic moves over and over.
Could you give an example of how listeners can make this a habit?
Sure. Choose 5 verbs each night like wake up, brush teeth, cook dinner, send emails, and go to bed. Say them in order, then try to use each in a sentence aloud.
Speaking challenges can feel intimidating, but they're powerful for fluency. What's the benefit of summarizing your day in English, even if you make mistakes?
Summarizing your routine reinforces patterns and encourages spontaneous speaking. Mistakes are a natural part of learning. A 2020 language study showed students who spoke freely improved faster than those who waited for perfection.
So, the goal is progress, not perfection?
Exactly. Regular self-talk, like I wake up at 7, builds confidence and helps you think in English, which is key for real-life conversations.
Let's wrap up with practical tips. Ava, how can listeners make English a seamless part of their daily life?
Start by narrating your actions. I'm making tea, or I'm opening the window. Keep a simple diary, just 3 sentences a day. And listen to short podcasts or videos repeating phrases out loud. Small, regular practice adds up quickly.
Are these strategies supported by research?
Yes. Studies show that short, consistent exposure, just 10 minutes a day, can increase vocabulary retention by 50% compared to once-a-week cramming.
Before we finish, motivation is often a challenge for language learners. How can listeners track their progress and stay inspired?
Keeping a daily log writing down verbs you used or sentences you said makes improvement visible. Celebrate small wins, like saying a full sentence or understanding a podcast. Sharing progress with friends or online groups can also keep you motivated.
And if someone misses a day, should they worry?
Not at all. Learning is a journey. Missing a day is normal. Just pick up where you left off. What matters most is consistency over time, not perfection every day. If you like this episode, don't forget to like, subscribe, and comment.